Once, in an ancient town nestled between mountains and rivers, a young man named Marcus wandered restlessly through the streets. He was frustrated with life. Though he had talent, youth, and ambition, he often found himself crippled by anxiety, doubt, and emotional turmoil. Everything seemed to shake him: criticism, failure, even the opinions of strangers. One afternoon, while walking past the old marble columns near the edge of the town square, Marcus noticed a group of elderly men seated on stone benches, their posture calm, eyes sharp yet peaceful. They looked like they belonged to another time. One of them, in particular, caught Marcus's eye, a man with a long white beard, wearing a simple robe and holding a wooden staff. His presence radiated wisdom. Curious and desperate for guidance, Marcus approached. "Sir," he asked humbly, "why do you all sit so peacefully while the world burns with noise and confusion? Don't you feel fear or anger or pain like the rest of us?" The old man looked up with a gentle smile. "Ah, young man," he replied, "we feel all those things, but we have trained ourselves not to be ruled by them." "How?" Marcus asked. And so, the elder began to tell him of an ancient practice, a way of life, once followed by Roman emperors, generals, and philosophers. It is called Stoicism, a path to inner strength. He spoke of Marcus Aurelius, the emperor-philosopher who ruled a vast empire but still journaled daily to remind himself to stay humble, to accept pain, and to remain just. He mentioned Epictetus, a former slave who taught that true freedom comes not from changing the world, but from mastering one's reactions to it. He quoted Seneca, who said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." As the young man listened, the old man handed him a worn, leather-bound book. "This," he said, "is not just a collection of thoughts. It's a sword for the mind." The elder explained the core Stoic practice, premeditatio malorum, the meditation on misfortune. "Every morning," he said, "we imagine the worst, the loss of wealth, status, even life, not to create fear, but to become familiar with it. If it ever comes, we are already prepared. If it doesn't, we walk with gratitude." "Isn't that negative?" Marcus asked. "No," the old man smiled. "It is strength. While others hope nothing bad happens, we prepare for it, and in doing so, we become unbreakable." As Marcus sat among them, he saw a small framed picture propped beside the elder, a modern touch amidst the ancient setting. It was of Ryan Holiday, a best-selling author and modern Stoic. "That man," the elder said, pointing, "brought Stoicism back to this age. Through books like The Obstacle is the Way and Stillness is the Key, he reminded millions that resilience is not born, it's trained." The conversation continued. They spoke of athletes like Tom Brady, who reportedly reads Marcus Aurelius to stay mentally tough, of business leaders like Tim Ferriss, who practice Stoicism daily to make better decisions under pressure. Even actors like Keanu Reeves carry the Stoic mindset, the elder added. "Tragedy shaped him, but grace defines him." Marcus was overwhelmed. "So you're telling me inner peace isn't about avoiding storms, but becoming the mountain they crash against?" "Exactly," said the elder. "We do not control the world, but we control how we respond. That's where freedom lies." From that day forward, Marcus began practicing Stoicism. He rose early, journaled about challenges, visualized hardship, and learned to pause before reacting. He wasn't perfect, but he was stronger. His friends noticed a change. He smiled more, spoke less, worried less. He was no longer a leaf in the wind, he was the tree. Years later, he returned to that same square, now a man of wisdom himself. And when a younger, restless soul approached him for guidance, Marcus smiled, handed over the same leather-bound book and said, "Sit with us. Let me tell you about an ancient practice that guarantees inner strength." And so, the tradition lived. This story isn't fiction. It reflects the real power of Stoicism, a way of thinking that helped great men and women through the worst storms. If it worked for emperors and legends, it can work for you.